Hello everyone, it's Christy with Main Street Blooms and Boutique. And of course you all know I am in a business group and we have a challenge. And I'm sure you've heard some of the stuff I'm about to tell you, but we were supposed to come up with our story and tell all of our customers and our followers all about us and how we got started in our business. So mine doesn't start at this location. This goes back, I got married in 2000. So like in 1998, 1999, my sister and I started doing artificial or permanent botanicals for my wedding, and I didn't want to spend a ton of money, so I knew the fresh flower route was definitely not the way I wanted to go. But what my sister and I created was absolutely stunning and amazing, and we got so many compliments that about a year after I was married, we were told about a flower shop that was for sale by its original owner. And it was my mother-in-law that told us. And basically what happened is she was about to retire and she wanted to sell her business. So she had her vehicles in at the body shop where my in-laws owned and my husband and my son work. And well, my son wasn't born yet, but my husband was there, and she said, I'm going to sell my business, so I need my vehicles appraised and tell me what they're worth. Do you know anyone that wants to buy a flower shop? So we actually bought that shop from her and had a flower shop together for quite a while. My first two children were born and pretty much raised at the flower shop, and it was just a family affair there. And my sister and her husband decided they wanted to buy a gas station, convenience store, full service deli, so we ended up selling the business. But I always dabbled, always would do fresh flowers for my friends, and it never stopped. I did an account for a local hospital for over 13 years for their gift shop, and I did it out of the house. I never stopped doing it. I loved it until I got outbid for that account. And then as my oldest son got older and his friends started going to dances, it started again because they got some wrist corsages and boutonnieres made at school, and I hate saying it, but they were awful. And a friend of mine brought them to me and said, I know you can make these better. So I kind of redid them and made them what they should have been for the kids in the high school, and it worked. I was hooked. We were about to move. I did in-home daycare at the same time. And I was kind of dwindling down on the kids that I had left, and they were all about to be full-time in school. So my in-laws had the current building I'm in empty. So in December of 2017, I decided going full in again. It was scary to do it by myself. I always had the help of my sister and my mom and my aunt. My uncle is my delivery driver. My kids always would help when I needed it. I have two boys and a daughter. My daughter is now old enough. She helps quite a bit. So I've been here since December of 2017. So I'm going on my 8th year. December, I think it's 8th, I opened. So just crazy. But why do I do it? I loved seeing how happy the flowers that I made everybody else. It was a feeling you don't get from many other ways. I love making people smile. I I love taking their ideas and putting it into an arrangement for, their loved ones, or kind of just taking their ideas and voicing those through an arrangement, whether it's permanent botanical, fresh flowers, plants, all the above. Sometimes we mix it, and I just love that feeling. So I knew with the new shop opening, I wanted to make it feel like home. When I moved in, there were 2 stools at the counter. This building was remodeled by a remodeler with a remodeling business, and it was like a showroom. So I work at the main counter, and there are 2 stools, and I decided I'm going to leave them there. When people come in, if they want to sit and talk to me as I'm arranging, ask questions, I want them to feel like it's at home. So that's what I decided to do. Of course, it hasn't always been the easiest. Hey, Larry. COVID was really tough because at first I was told I wasn't able to be open until I got a letter in the mail from the state of Wisconsin saying that I could be open because of doing funeral flowers and stuff like that. Other times of the year are slow. It's hard to, any month, I know in a lot of retail businesses, any month that starts with J, so June, July, January, extremely slow in the floral world. So June, I take on some dance recitals, graduations help, wedding work, although it's always beautiful and great. It takes me away from my family. Obviously, many of you know we are in a racing family, and they travel on the weekends. So I don't take on a lot of wedding work. I'm kind of choosy on that. And my ultimate favorite work is funeral work. Just taking people's memories and taking their idea of their loved one and putting it into that arrangement. That's truly what I love. It's my passion. How has the business changed me? It's made me a lot more, I don't know, outgoing. I always had a horrible time at public speaking. I remember in high school, I would get so sick during speech class that I'd be like, Mom, I can't go to school today. I'm sick, that type of thing. I'm definitely more outgoing. I just love talking to people and, again, just making them smile. I just want my customers to feel like they're family, and that whatever they want or need, that they know they can come to me, and if I can't do it immediately, hopefully within a day or 2, I can create it for them and have it for them to give their loved ones or to honor their loved ones. I think that's helping them, be happier in their lives, and just being able to take the flowers I make, or, even the gifts in the boutique, and gifting those to people and making other people smile. It honestly, there's nothing that makes me happier. So I think that's it. I think just bringing the joy of the gifts and the flowers and, all the other things I make, the jewelry, and, I've had a lot of creativity in my family, and they've all kind of put it into my business as well. And it's just turned out to be something unique in the area. And I know this past homecoming season, I had people coming from miles and miles around because they had heard that I do go a little bit the extra mile and make stuff creative and more fun and really listen to what they want. So that's what's really made, I think, my business successful. And I think in the coming years, if I continue to do that, it'll just continue to grow, and hopefully my reach will keep going now with the website and all my online, obviously here on Facebook, and I do a little bit with Instagram. Hi, Sandra. I'm telling my story and why I have my business. So since you missed the beginning, please go back. It's a challenge we were having in my business group that I'm in, Brooke, Brooke Riley with Refabbed. She challenged us to do this, to really think about why we started our business and the challenges we've overcome and why we do it and how it makes us feel and how it makes our customers feel. And I think I just love making people smile. I love making the people they give the flowers and the gifts to, makes them smile. It's like a continued, all the way down the line. And I love criticism. I love to know if something wasn't to their liking. And knock on wood, that is rare. I don't always get anything too negative, or hardly ever anything negative. So I think that's why I do it. I really listen and take on their needs and what they really want and put it into, again, the floral work I do, the gifts. I listened, people wanted to be able to pick up something extra, not just flowers. So we have the jewelry. I make jewelry. Obviously, I have a Cricut machine, so we do a lot with that, especially for personalizing a lot of the funeral work and birthday arrangements that go out of here, candy bouquets, everything you can think of. Is just, I love doing it to make people smile. So I think that's my story. Obviously, my love of flowers started probably 2 or 3 years old. I remember being in the garden with my mom and my grandma and my aunts. They all had amazing gardens. My mom always had water features in hers. She had a fish pond and every type of beautiful flower you could ever think of. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Oh, see, that's what I love. That's why I do it. That's why I have my business, and I don't feel like I'll be rich doing it, but if I have to work at something, I want to make something that makes me happy and that can make everybody else happy. Not saying I don't have my frustrating times or scary times. I do, just like every other business, but it's all part of the journey. And I just want to thank everyone that's been on the journey with me and has seen how I've grown and all the success I have had. And that's definitely because of you and because of all my wonderful circle sisters in my group. Brooke Riley, my coach, she challenges us. She gets us thinking. She teaches us things that we never knew about business, especially with the brick and mortar. The whole online part of it, the websites, the social media, all that's new. Back in 2002 when I had the other flower shop with my sister, there was none of that. We still advertised in phone books and newspapers and would do word of mouth, send out invites for open houses in the mail, all that type of stuff, where now it's all online. And I see Sarah's watching as well. Sarah, this is my story. So I hope I've done my challenge well. I think I have. And I hope to do well by completing all the challenges that Brooke gives us. I watched my friend Michelle's from Michelle's Farmhouse Flips the other day. She did amazing. She retired from her job at the post office, you know, and could do what she does now with thrifting and reselling and all that stuff. It's fun. Business is all the above. It's fun, it's frustrating, it's scary, it's exhausting. Definitely the hardest work I've ever done in my life. I've done a few things. Restaurant is another tough one. I did work in a restaurant once too. And but this is a lot of hours that people don't understand. I might close at 4, 5, 6 at night, but I'm going home and I'm making stuff till midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. When my daughter gets up from school, she goes off, off to school, and I'm working for a few hours before I come here to the boutique. So it's a lot of hours, a lot of sacrifice. Again, that's why I choose my wedding work. So I can go racing with my family and be with my family, because the rest of them would all be there and I wouldn't be if I kept doing all the weddings. But funeral work is my true passion. I love it. The everyday work is amazing. I can't see myself doing anything else unless I absolutely have to. So thank you all again for being here and trusting me with your floral orders, and hopefully I'll be able to continue for quite a while and keep making people happy and smile and wow them every day like I think I have. If I haven't, please let me know. And I hope you all have a great evening. My daughter is requesting chicken bacon ranch bake. It's like a casserole bake that we do in the oven. So that's what I'm going home to do. I have to stop at the grocery store and get a few things, but that's what we'll be making tonight. Good for this nice rainy, cool day. So thank you all again. I hope you kind of enjoyed my story. Hey, Debbie. Brooke gave us a challenge. So I'm live telling the story, and you're part of the story. I told them that you told Annie and I about Dottie selling the business way back, was it 2001, 2002? But that I originally got started because of doing my wedding flowers, and then you said, hey, you guys want to buy a flower shop? And now on the second flower shop here, and we were just supposed to tell why we do our business and if there were any challenges, and all that good stuff. So if you haven't seen the beginning, go back and watch it. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I'll definitely answer them later on tonight. I'm going to be making some greeting cards at home again tonight. They've been selling well, and yeah, see, doesn't stop. Always got something going on. Hi, Jean. Yep, oops. Yeah. So, all right, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. If you missed the beginning, this is my story and why I started my business and all that good stuff. So go back and rewatch it. Please ask questions, have comments if you've gotten flowers from me or gifts, and how it brightened your day, or the people you gave the flowers to, how it brightened their day. I think that's my why, just making people happy and make them smile. And it is my true passion. So, all right. I hope you all have a great night. I'm going to the grocery store so we can make the chicken bacon ranch bake. All right, everyone. Take care.